Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Target Transfers podcast. Andy and I are going to be talking all about Printwear and Promotion today, 2023. The show is 3 weeks away at the time of recording.
Yep.
So not long to go at all. And we're just going to tell everyone a little bit about what to expect at the show, a bit of a game plan if you are attending, how to get the most out of your visit, that kind of thing.
Yep. So this is the 26th to 28th of February. Not long at all to go. And this is the only big event that happens not inside the Heat Printing Innovation Centre here in Braintree. So if you're thinking, if you're kind of, I imagine a lot of you listening are probably choosing to attend already. And if you're not attending, we'll give you a little bit of a taste as to why you should attend and what to expect there as well. Because we've always got lots and lots of new stuff to get stuck into, and it's always good to see things in person as well.
Yeah, and also worth noting before we delve into P&P that, as Andy said, we do have a lot of events on here at the Innovation Centre in Braintree in Essex, where our Target Transfers are based. So if you can't make it to P&P, or you're new to the industry and just want something to get you started rather than attending one of probably the biggest floor space shows that exists out there, which can be quite overwhelming, then by all means go on our website targettransfers.com/events, and there'll be all the information on events that are happening all year round every month here in the Innovation Centre.
So it's going to be on a Sunday through a Tuesday. So the first step really is to pick which day is going to work best for you, because it's at the NEC in Birmingham. So that's something to kind of factor in when you're kind of thinking about your travel arrangements. So obviously Monday, Tuesday is going to be busier getting to Birmingham, or it's not in Birmingham, but outside of Birmingham in general. So if you're having to factor in the M1, the A14, anything like that, you might be better off attending on Sunday.
Sunday's always a bit quieter as well, isn't it? Not too much quieter.
I'd say Tuesday tends to be the quietest day.
Okay.
Sunday's quite busy. That's when a lot of people that are perhaps thinking of starting a business tend to come on a Sunday, because obviously you're working. You might have a day job anyway, so that's why the Sunday is quite a good option for that, because it means you don't have to take time off work. It means if you need to bring other people with you that might be, I don't know, an interested party or an investor in your business, you can bring them along as well, be it a family member or a friend. Especially if you're doing it as a group rather than just on your own, it's a good day to attend that way. And then Monday's normally pretty busy. And Tuesday tends to be marginally quieter than the Monday, but still pretty good turnaround.
From what I remember last year, we didn't get a break on the Tuesday either, so it's not that much quieter.
No, I think for stands like ourselves, when we're obviously we have we'll get into it, but we have what we do. We have the best transfers, vinyl, and heat presses.
It's
always busy because it tends to be the most popular stand, because everyone wants to upgrade a heat press, get the first one. Test drive the transfers, that sort of thing. So it's always a busy day. We will be in Hall 20, so it's one of the kind of the furthest halls on the actual. If you get a P&P map up, you'll be able to see it, and it'll be so the nearest parking, I can't remember which one it is, but we'll have it on our events page, targettransfers.com/events, so you can pick the best one. But once you get to the NEC, there's always loads of signs up to direct you to the right place, so it'll tell you exactly where to go. And the event runs from 10 till 5, so there's plenty of time to cover absolutely everything you need to do there. There's loads and loads of time. And it's, if you want to as well, you can make a bit of a day of it. There's the Resorts World shopping and outlets there as well, so you could always park at the outlets and then just walk over. It's about 10-15 minute walk from the shops to the arena, but you get cheaper parking and you go for some food at the end of your day that way.
Not that we got to see the restaurants last year.
No, that's what I would do. I would go, because especially if you're going to get something to eat, is you get your car park validated, and then it's only like £1 versus probably 10-15 quid they'll charge at NEC.
That's a good point.
The event is free. You just have to go and register. If you need a link for it, just head to our website. We'll send you the information. You'll get a chance to register, pre-register for a sample pack. So if you're interested in taking something away with you, go to targettransfers.com/events. You'll see Printwear and Promotion on there. Pop your details in, and we'll send you everything you need to know about the event, the sample pack, just tell us which day you're going to come and we'll have it ready for you. So as soon as you arrive, you'd be like, yeah, come straight to our stand, which is stand D30. And that's it. Get your sample pack.
Have a fuse.
See everything you need to know. We've got some really good new stuff to have a look at this year. So for those that have been watching on our Friday lives, you would have seen our relaunch of Ultracolor Max, our direct to film heat transfer the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So we have lots and lots of new sizes in that. We have a new pricing structure, so it's even cheaper for you to get it. You need to order one. We've got an even quicker turnaround. So if you'd like to see what the world's leading direct to film heat transfer looks like, come and find us and take it for a test drive. That's what I would say is the number one thing to do. And that's why we always kind of stand by the quality of our products. Is actually would say, come on, take the kind of Pepsi challenge, if you like, and test out our transfers, put them to the test, try and break them. We'll happily help you try and do that. And then you'll see just what that difference it makes having high quality heat press, high quality heat transfers, because it's nothing like it. And you can see just how sort of fine and smooth a heat transfer is, because it's now with the new technology, it's easily the most attractive looking for colors, but also that it feels the best out of anything.
I was going to say, even like actual traditional screen printing is still fantastic, but it's a longer process, it's messier, and the actual finish of the transfers is so much, in my personal opinion, softer and smoother. Like I still feel our transfers sometimes when we've used them for demos, and I know it sounds silly because we do it every week, but I still have to go, oh, that is really soft, isn't it? And it is amazing.
I think especially as well, if you're starting out your business, it's actually learning what everything feels like, because it kind of will really dictate what machinery you need as well, because then you'll find actually I don't need very much to the heat press, but it's worth comparing it against everything else as well, just to kind of, if you've been listening, like, okay, that sounds like I'm interested in that, then you have to see it for yourself. I think that's always really important.
Yeah. Heat printing is, like we've said a million times before, a very low cost to entry level to get started, but you still want to make sure that you're buying the right equipment for your business, regardless of whether it's a presser or a cutter. You want to make sure you're getting the right one, and we're here to help you with that. So even if you think you know what you want, still feel free to come along and sort of ask us questions, test them out, have a go before you make that purchase.
And with our new express turnarounds, it's really transfers are really a print on demand service now, where perhaps a few years ago it wasn't quite there. Maybe might take 5 days, 7 days to get some transfers, but now it's 2 days, or if you're ordering Ultracolor Max, it's next day shipping. It really is print on demand, and it's just, but there's no you don't have to have loads of stock. You can literally just order that when you're ready, get them, fuse them, send them straight out, so you don't have to have the burden of stock and warehousing in the same way that you might do if you've got big machinery, or if you're just used to ordering transfers in bulk the way it used to be done. You still can order transfers in bulk, but they still take up hardly any room anyway.
Yeah.
But it really means that no matter, especially as your business grows, or if you're doing lots of one-off stuff, you can just transfers there to help you, so you don't have to compromise on quality by having a lesser product, because that's how you can do small runs. But now you can just do it with transfers, and it's really nice and easy that way. I think the other thing as well is that I always find people are really fascinated by is just how easy it is to use a heat press. I know that we obviously make it look really easy on.
Well, it is.
Well, it is really, and it always looks easy.
We don't do anything apart from pull the handle.
No, but until you come and try it for yourself, and we show you just what medium pressure looks like and how easy it is, do the 2-finger pull down test, and then people are, oh wow.
I think it's how comfortable it is to use and how easy it is. I think a lot of people assume that it's going to take a lot of effort or a lot of force or body weight. It's going to be difficult and to use, because it is a big piece of machinery when you think about it. But it's the most comfortable thing in a way. Like, it's so satisfying and
so easy. It shows that just literally anyone could do it. So even if you like, from people starting out, it might be 18, 19, 20, they're just going straight into business. Even we had people in recently in their 60s and 70s, some starting a business, some growing a business, and they've been like, yeah, I could do that. I could work. I could use that 7 hours a day and be absolutely fine. So it means that there really is something for everyone there. And we've got the whole Hottronics range there. So you can see.
We're taking all of them?
All of them will be there as usual. You'll see absolutely everything. So you can test it, try it, see which one works for you, try changing the interchangeable patterns for yourself, just to see just how easy that is, see some of the different pattern sizes. If you're thinking about doing caps, we'll have the 360 IQ hat press there again.
Yep.
So that's really easy if you're thinking about doing sort of dimensional, really chunky vinyl patches, like embroidered, embossed silicone patches. That's really big. It's been really big over the last 12 months, and it's predicted to be even bigger over the next sort of 2 to 3 years. So if you're thinking about getting into hats, the game's really changed there and just how easy that is. Yeah. So make sure you come and have a look at that.
There was a constant crowd around there was a crowd around the entire stand for 3 days straight, but the 360 press in particular, I struggled to get a decent picture of somebody demoing it because there were too many people between me and the press.
Yeah, and when you think people start to realize just how easy it is, because it's like 45 seconds to fuse a hat now versus like if you put an full embroidery on, it could take you 15 minutes.
And I was going to say that 45 seconds is an actual, whether it be rubber or embossed or embroidered, it's an actual thick patch. It's not just a transfer, although you can do that as well.
Yeah, exactly. And for sort of £5-6, you've made a £35 hat. It seems it's a really good business to get into, and a lot of customers, big and small, have started to make some really great results from it now. So we just had a big stock arrival, all of our heat presses, so that we're ready and able to supply everyone that comes to the show. We'll have some special show offers that will be exclusive to people that attend there. So it's worth attending just to get a really good deal on some heat presses and some heat transfers, to be honest.
Yeah, we had a lot of uptake on those last year, didn't we? I think people were just snapping them up because they were thinking, not they won't go out of stock, because we hold the biggest stock in the UK and we have plenty of them. But I think it's just that fear, isn't it? They're like, it's a good deal and I want it tomorrow.
Yep, and it won't last. So if you come and speak to us at the show, ask us about that, because we'll have lots of options for you.
Yeah.
We have the new tag-along pattern. Not many people have seen this yet.
No, we took it last year, didn't we? Did we have it last year?
I think it was just about available. I can't remember for sure. I don't think it.
I think it might have been on one of the.
It might have been, but it was very new. And a lot. That's something you'd have seen us demoing with a lot over the last 12 months. But the new tag-along pattern is really great if you want to do 2 fuses at the same time. So this will do neck label and full front print. So it's really, really great way of saving time, because as we talk about quite a lot, everyone should be putting neck labels into their t-shirts, be it as an additional cost to your customer or leaving it as a business card for yourself. It's
even
really
if
great.
People aren't using it for neck labels as well, for placement purposes, because of the shape of it, it's so much easier to line up your t-shirt as well. I sometimes just use it when we're demoing or making content for our social platforms and stuff like that, because it's easier to find the left chest print or the middle, because it sits so nicely on it.
And Transfer Express did that really cool video the other day when they were doing sleeve prints with it as well. So if you're doing short sleeve t-shirts,
you just pull the bottom of it through.
So they did 3 prints with it. I was like, okay, we haven't tried that before, but that's another great way of adding more branding and adding more prints to your area, which again is another way to keep charging for your business. So
without having to change the pattern again, without having to add another accessory, it's just all in that one pattern.
Exactly.
And it comes with a quick slip, which is my favorite part.
So that's the other thing, is that we'll be showcasing lots of productivity hacks as well, because
2 Minute Tuesday live.
That's it, basically. I mean,
for 3 days straight.
if you've been watching our videos, you see we do lots of productivity hack videos, lots of tips and tricks, and one of our most popular ones was the how to save 55 days a year, working days a year, by using a quick slip and a counter caddy. But we'll have all of that available. So if you watch that and you're maybe a little bit skeptical and you're like, I don't believe you can do that, come and try it for yourself, because we'll prove to you just how easy it is to do.
Come and challenge Andy.
Come and challenge me. And I'll also be doing a couple of talks on the Sunday and the Tuesday as well, which you'll be able to come and attend, where I'll be going through all the different productivity hacks.
I was going to say, are you revealing what your talks are, or are you keeping them secret for those that attend?
I'll keep most of the details secret, but I can reveal that there'll definitely be around productivity hacks and efficiency, how to make gains as a heat printer, because once you start to save a few seconds here and there, and then you add it all up, it's just such a massive saving. Like that example with 55 days a year that we managed to save for that one customer. I mean, the amount of revenue you'd be able to do with that extra time is massive. I mean, that can make that essentially is, if there's it could be an extra additional 25% revenue you could bring into your business at least because of that.
Yeah, if not more. Or you could take the time off and go on holiday. One of the two.
And you could also be charging your customers more for a quicker turnaround.
That's a very good point. You mentioned that in our live on Friday, actually. And I thought that was, something that we haven't really mentioned before, but it's a genius idea.
Well, and to go on to the topic of levers, which was the video we were making, is that come and see what a levers print looks like. Like a proper levers print with no weeding, full detail.
We need to take some of the ultra color ones with us.
Yeah, we've got full color levers transfer, so you can see for yourself. While a lot of our customers are getting some really big wins from doing multicolor levers designs, big gradients, putting images into them. I think that's a really great way of making additional business this year, either as your first levers jobs or just finding a way of adding, if you could say, let's say, I don't know, even if you add 10p on for every shirt because you've done it full color, think about how much more income you could generate just from the existing work you've already got.
Yeah, and 10p per garment is actually quite cheap for a full color.
Yeah, one. So there's lots of different ways you can add different bits and pieces, but lots of productivity gains from everything that we do. You can test out the dual air fusion, which is 50% more capacity than any other heat press, which again is, especially considering it's only £7,000, is astonishing for any. It's probably one of the cheapest bits of kits in the whole show, but it can make you so much more money, and it's just the best of the best that there is. So you can see what the best heat press looks like. So if you're starting out or you're sort of in the journey of your business, you can see, okay, what do I need to be working towards? What is the best of the best?
Yeah.
See for yourself, put it through its paces, and then you can, okay, I know what I need to work to make my business even better now.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't realize not only how quick and easy it is to print t-shirts with transfers and a heat press, but also how few you have to sell to be able to pay off that next level press. So for example, the Jewel, I think it was something like 40 or 50 t-shirts a month round-about ballpark figure. It's really on our website per month to pay off the world's #1 heat press. That's just insane. If you're more entry level and you want to start with the Max or an Auto, I think they're about 8 to 12 depending which one you get. So that's nothing when you think about how many, that's one order per month, and that's it. And you can have that heat press. I think, showing people how quick and easy it is to print them and then go, right, sell 8 of those and you can have that. They'll be like,
yeah, exactly. So it's really, really easy for everyone to start. And if you've got questions about finance for the heat presses, you can do finance sort of pay for it and own it at the end of a sort of 2 and 3 year terms as well. We've got options for that. We can help you out.
Yeah.
Our finance provider is actually going to be at the show as well. So it means that you can get some very quick decisions, potentially even at the show. If you're thinking about picking up a new heat press, I'd recommend that. We're also going to show you how to use the IQ system for this. So the IQ, there's quite a few heat presses that have the IQ system built in, which is where you can get reporting, you can see exceptions. It's a really intelligent tool to have in your business, which you can manage from anywhere in the world. So you can see exactly how hard your heat presses are working, how many presses they've done, who in your team is doing the most work. Can be quite an insightful one as well. When during the year, during the week, during the day is your busiest time, so you can plan better. It's a really great business tool that just kind of takes, again, is another thing to take you to the next level with your business.
Yeah, even if you've already got one of the fusion machines and you want to learn more about how to maximize it, come along and learn how to, because we did do a live on that not that long ago. And I think a lot of people that attended that, whether they had a Fusion IQ press or not, were amazed at what it could do, and they didn't realize it could do, because the fact that it holds all of the recipes for vinyl and transfers in itself and has a dual timer and digital pressure readout and all of that, that's amazing in itself, but it can do so much more. And I think I often forget that. So
and it's got that manager level, so it means that the biggest mistake people make is going off recipe, either changing the time, temperature, or pressure. But if you can lock that in so that only managers can control that, it means that your staff will make less mistakes.
Yeah. So, and then your business has a better reputation because your products aren't coming off because you haven't used them properly.
Exactly. So that's another great thing to have there. But we've also got sort of advice available for people who are starting out. So if you've if your dream is to have a press and buy transfers and start your own brand, or just a side hustle, come and speak to anyone with a Target Transfers t-shirt on, and every single person will be able to advise you on how to get started. It's really, really easy. We did a great episode with Dane on artworking and everything you need, software and machinery to get started there. And he kind of had it about £600 ish to get started from that, and then you maybe £1,000 to £2,000 for a machine, and that's it to get started. So that's all you need to have your own business, essentially.
Such a low setup cost, isn't it?
It is such a low setup cost, so it means that it really is, why wait till tomorrow? So but if you're still a bit unsure and you're like, once ask us something, even if it's really specific or broad, just come and speak to us. We can give you some really good advice on how to get started in a sensible manner so that you can do it successfully and build something long term. Cut out any mistakes that people make at the beginning, those sort of silly little things, and just other bits and pieces to get you really prepared for it as well.
I think that's the biggest thing, isn't it? People get started without doing their research first, and even though there's not as much research to be done as there might be in other industries, because it is so quick and easy with a price to transfer and a t-shirt, you still want to know where to get the best heat transfers from. Where to get the best heat presses from, targettransfers.com. But you want to know what you're getting yourself into, rather than just ordering them online, trying to press them at home, not really understanding the principle behind it, and then it going a bit wrong, and you going, oh, okay, why haven't I? You're better off coming along, learning everything you need to know, which isn't that much, and then you'd be set to get started. Yeah,
really, really nice and easy. So basically, we'll show you how to say yes to any job. That's what it is in a nutshell.
How long have you been waiting to say that tagline? It's true, though. It is true.
So no matter what size your business is, if it's small and you're starting out, we'll be able to help you get started. But even if you're a big business and you've got 10 dual layer fusions or even more, we've got lots of other great hacks for every single business. So even if you're a big business, you think everything, don't be afraid to ask us to challenge us to find you something new that you didn't know. Because I guarantee you will save, even if it's just by showing you how to use those quick slips properly, and saving you lots and lots of time that way.
Yeah,
we've got something for everyone.
If anyone has 10 dual layer fusions, I'd love to meet you and find out how, because that's an achievement.
I mean, that's conservative for some of our customers, though. Some of them have got 25, 30, or 40 dual layers because they're just doing so much work.
Do you reckon, I mean, obviously all of them started from, like, every business is born out of nothing, but I wonder if that's was a side hustle and grew into a business, or whether it's because some businesses are family run and they get passed down and things like that.
Like I say, everything starts as a side hustle at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, even Styles started in 90 odd years ago in the back in a garage in Detroit.
This is true.
Everything starts on a kitchen table or a garage for the most part.
I suppose once you get to the point where you can pay off the auto open, you can then produce enough shirts to be able to pay off the jewel. Once you've got the jewel, you're off.
Exactly.
Double your capacity.
Get a small little unit where you can do it. Have a little bit of storage for your t-shirts and hoodies and things like that.
Problem solved.
Yeah. So it's very easy to get started. One of the other things I wanted to address is how to navigate your day and how to plan your day at P&P.
Head for stand D30 is option 1.
Well, that's it.
It's the only decision you need to make.
Well, it's really easy at P&P because when you come through the doors, if you look straight down, so when you come in slightly to the left and go straight down, all the major stands are basically in a straight line.
In front of you, yeah.
So as soon as you come in the door, you've got to be greeted by Rallowise and Audis, two people that we've worked with extensively, that we've had on the podcast before. So you'll be familiar with Simon and Kat from Rallowise. We've done a couple episodes, and then we had James and Kirsten do an episode a few weeks ago as well. So if you're interested in meeting the biggest wholesaler, do do get in touch with them, because they'll be there. All their advisors are there, and this is for anyone that is small or large, never even bought a t-shirt before. You'll be able to speak to someone and get advice at whatever level you're on. So as soon as you come in, you've got Ralawise and you've got orders in front of you. Orders, especially if there's people that watched the Levers live the other week and like, okay, I need to make some money doing Levers hoodies. They're the number one supplier of Levers hoodies. So again, you can meet them. I know they've got lots of great new products planned for there. They've got a big ecology range of like eco-friendly produced t-shirts, but in lots and lots of colors.
I used one of those the other day, actually, in a reel, the pink one. Really, really nice.
Yeah, they work really well. And they've got a great team of advisors that can give you anything you need to know about business, products, anything to get you started, no matter the size of your business as well. So that's another company that's worth speaking to. So you've got them on Ralawise on the left, Orders on the right. Keep heading down again. Then you've got Bella Canvas next. So obviously we've worked with Bella Canvas quite a lot. They have some fantastic t-shirts. They've got loads of great new fleece stuff, lots of sets of stuff. They've got loads of new colors. So so anyone that missed out on our new colors event, then it's a chance to come and see those colors for yourself. You'll be a few months behind, but you'll still be ahead, or at least level with a lot of your other competitors. So it's not too late to see those new colors and get prepared for the summer that way.
Yeah.
So then there's us. So we'll be on stand D30. So come through the door, see Ralawise, Orders, Bella Canvas. Then come and meet us. We've got loads of different things. We've got a big 8x7 meter stand. So we've got all the heat presses out. We've got loads of custom transfers. We've got demo stations all around it. We've got heat transfer vinyl. So if you want to know what's new in heat transfer vinyl, you want to touch and feel what the different finishes of heat transfer vinyl looks like, we've got options for you there. We've got new color cards that you can have a look at, so you can start to know get an idea of just how vast the range of heat transfer vinyl is that are available for you. So we've got so much, and just next to us, there's also the Beachfield stand. So Beachfield were another one of our partners that we work with quite a lot, but they have the best bags and hats
and accessories available. Really,
lots of great accessories. I know that they'll be doing like wallets, little card holders. They've got key rings, all sorts. Really, they've got every accessory, like say, that you can need that goes along with luggage and bags.
Yeah,
I don't know. They've probably got 50 different types of hats, of baseball caps, snapbacks,
different materials as well. They had like the harder, I don't know, what would you call the ones that they're like the flat caps, but then there were sport versions, weren't there? The more breathable, lightweight, so even different fashion styles.
You might wear for there's like more like gym style hats. Lots of different materials. So they've got some really great products. We've tested them on our 360 hat press, and we can do some really phenomenal things, even 6-panel hats. So you can go over the seams of the Beachwood hats and still put vinyl and embroidered patches on, and they look phenomenal.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, I would say, is the
route.
The top 5 things you need to do at P&P is, number 1 is the Target stand, but then I'd say Ralawise, Orders, Bella Canvas, and Beachfield are your top 5. So make sure you find time to see all those stands. You get there. So you get there at 10. I'd always get there first because you've got more time to speak to people, but then it gives you a good 20 minutes, half an hour you could spend on those 5 main stands, and that's going to cover everything you need to have a business, to grow a business. You've got the machines and materials that we can provide, and then you've got a range of blank garments that will cover every eventuality that you need. Opposite Bella Canvas as well, there's a workwear stand. So if you do workwear, there's Pro RTX will be there as well. But those 5 stands cover everything. You've got the main blanks companies or manufacturers, and then you've Ralawise, you've got the main blank suppliers. So in all honesty, all you need for your business is t-shirt, hoodie, transfer, heat press, and you've got it covered between 5 stops there. So it means you can spend a bit of quality time really putting all of us through our paces, and make some really proper informed decisions that way.
Yeah, and I think people can really, like you say, get everything they need from a few hours at the event, because you know exactly who the number 1 people are for things like that. So you've got t-shirts, sweats, hats, accessories, application and decoration. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's it. So you could spend half an hour on each one, maybe go and get something to eat. You've got not got great eating options in the NEC, I'll be honest with you.
There's a Starbucks.
The Starbucks and the Subway is about as good as it's going to get. But have a little break, come back, and then ask us questions again. So where you can,
reassess.
So that's why I'd always get there at 10. So that way you can ask the questions. Your first questions, go away, think about it. And the ones you forgot to ask or wish you'd asked earlier, you've still got time to go and do it.
Yeah, I think when you're on the stand as well, it's all very well. You ask the questions that you think you want to ask or what pop into your head at the time, and that's great. But then you always get home and go, oh, I wish I'd asked this, or, oh, actually, now I've thought about it for a while. What about this? And come back and ask us again. You know, don't be shy to pop up more than once, but you don't want to go home and wish that you'd asked more or learnt more or got more from it.
Because this particular event only happens once a year, and that's it for large shows. I mean, obviously, we will be doing our own events that you'll be able to register throughout the year. So we've got lots of stuff planned for at the Innovation Centre here.
But with all our partners, they'll all be here as well.
But it's a good chance to see their whole range, which you don't tend to see anywhere else. So would highly encourage everyone to make the most of it that way, and then try and get back on the road by 3:30 so you can beat the traffic home.
Yeah.
Or go and do some shopping at the sort of Resorts World area instead.
Yeah. And then that's it. It's time to get going, start your business.
That's it. You can end the next day, you get back.
You can order your transfers online on the way home.
Well, that's it. You could order transfers while you're there, and we'll ship them the next day if you order Uncle to Colour Max. So
so just for everyone watching, a certain amount of us go to P&P, but Target is still obviously here, and all of our printers are still making your transfers while we're at the show. As I say, you can still order online and have them delivered next day.
There's no delay in anything else we're doing. I
was posting so much last year on our stories that I've actually posted one that was like, we are still manufacturing, because I think people thought that we were all just there, and because I was posting so many stories last year.
No, we'll be in at 4 to get those transfers going. And if you can't attend, if you're listening and you're like, I really like the sound of that, but I live in Scotland and I just can't get down there, we will be going live while we're at the event. So pretty much every day we'll be live, mostly on Instagram, I should think. But if you have questions or something you'd like to see that you can't get to see yourself, make sure you're following along. You've got those notifications on, because then you'll be able to see when we go live. And that way, if you want, like, can I have a look at that T-shirt, or can you try doing this, fusing this for me? I'd really love to see that. Yeah,
literally, we'll walk you around the show. Like, if you comment while we're live, we will take you where you want to go, show you what you need to see.
Yes, so do get involved with that, because we can answer most questions and cover anything that you can't see for yourself that way as well.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a good show.
Yep. So don't forget, it's February 26th to 28th, which is Sunday to Tuesday, and we'll be on stand D30, which if you head straight down when you get to the main entrance, there's only one entrance that goes straight down, and you'll come straight to us. You won't be able to miss us.
Yeah. Is that everything for this week's
episode?
It.
I think that's everything you need to know about P&P 2023.
I think we're good. Thank you to everyone for listening. Hopefully we'll see plenty of you at the show. If you do watch the podcast, do come and let us know on the stand. We'd love to meet you. And yes, make sure you subscribe for next week's podcast episode.